Disclaimer for YouTube, Jim does have Tourette, so please excuse any bad language. Coming up.
We went for a walk on Sunday and we thought we would bring you guys along.
Oh, it's too much.
We are having to take it down because the whole Meadow montage.
You'd like to think they'd appreciate what we're now doing.
Plants don't have a central nervous system. Welcome or welcome back. My name's Jim.
I'm Lou, and we are Fields and Flocks. But before we get you into the nuts and bolts of today's episode, we went on a lovely walk on Sunday, didn't we?
Oh, it was really nice. We're so blessed around here. We've got so many beautiful spots, haven't we? And we went for a walk on Sunday and we thought we would bring you guys along with us. So it's Father's Day and we're going out for a lovely little walk just down the road from us at this lovely little waterfall, and we thought we would bring you along and show you some of the best sights there. We're so lucky to live in such a wonderful place where we got so many of these lovely walks, and this waterfall is just on our doorstep. So yeah, looking forward to going in. We do sometimes swim here, but not today because we got to go back. Lou's cooking me some epic lunch. She got me some wicked sausages and mustard for Father's Day, and yeah, can't wait for that. So we're not going to be long, but we are going to go for a walk, and I imagine Dilly will go swimming. Hey! Yeah. Loads of people at the waterfall, and so it got a bit much, so we had to shoot off, go have some medicine, and then enjoy the rest of our walk back to the car. But lovely walk, innit?
It was lovely, just very busy.
Yeah, and the kids love jumping in muddy puddles.
They do.
It's been super busy here at the moment. The season's well and truly in swing.
It is.
And I feel like we're potting around like headless chickens, either between the kids or the smallholding or the animals.
There's so much to do at the minute, isn't there? There's always like, you're never, if you've got a bit of like 5 minutes time, there's like numerous things you can immediately think of to do, isn't there?
You can't really switch off. And we're having to be a bit real with ourselves here because, you know, as we've said in previous vlogs, we were hoping this was going to be the year of the mammals and we were going to get sheep and pigs. But we've got the pigs and now we are wondering whether we're able to do the sheep with 3 young kids, and maybe we'll have to wait till the kids are a bit older. So there has been some realisations this week, hasn't there?
Well, and there's projects that they're kind of one-off projects. If we can get them done first, that will then potentially down the line frees up a bit of time to then look at something like the sheep, because once we get them, they'll be a regular yearly thing, won't they? So,
and we've been making some good progress on some of these infrastructure projects. We've only got a few left, and this week we've really been cracking into them. So cracking into them, yeah.
One of the main things, or two of the main things we've been working on this week is walls, isn't it? We had, just to our right here, we've had the beautiful old wall on the front. In winter, part of it fell down. It was really bowing, wasn't it, for a long time?
Since we moved in, it was bowing, and one of the big storm, it just fell down. We came out one morning, it was down, and yeah, you helped rebuild it, didn't you?
Yeah, it's something I've always wanted to learn. Dry stone walling. It's one of those things I've always found really fascinating, and they're so beautiful. They're such a beautiful thing to look at. You go anywhere in the world and they're all a bit, well, not in the world, but I suppose the world, but yeah, you go anywhere in the UK and they have their different types of local stone and they're all done a little bit differently, but they're all equally beautiful. And around here, obviously you've got the slate. We had a guy come help us fix it, and he told us it's local stone from a quarry which isn't around anymore, but that means it's old, isn't it?
Yeah, the quarry hasn't been around for 100 odd years or something.
Yeah, which is kind of, whilst we can't get any more of it, we have got quite a bit lying around. So, yeah, I asked him and he said, you know, look, I'm happy to teach you. And it was pouring with rain. It was absolutely hammering it down all day long. So I was an absolute drowned rat by the end of it. But it was good. I learnt loads, and we've got so many other little walls around that it's nice to know that over the years, whilst it may take me a long time, I can slowly repair those ourselves. Because it is costly. The amount of walls we've got to repair, it would cost us a fortune to have someone do it all for us. And yeah, it'll be nice to know that I can do it, and with it being our house, there's something about doing it yourself, isn't there? It's nice to know that.
We could also put in some new ones, you know, if we wanted to. Might have to use different stone, but it's kind of like the principles there, isn't it?
And it's not too difficult. There's a few basic rules you've got to follow. And I think as long as you follow those and you have an eye for always keeping a check on it looking okay, it's not as difficult as you'd think, really.
No.
But it's just a bit of a slow process and a bit of an art. You could spend weeks and weeks and weeks on one wall if you wanted to make it perfect, but
there's also the other wall. Then this was an infrastructure project that we had at the start, and as soon as we basically built the hatching shed and the feed storage shed that you guys have all seen, as soon as we built that, we knew we had to do this wall. We've left it too long, and now it's bowing, and it's kind of like, well, we've got to get it done. So Lou's got a bit of an update on that.
Yeah.
So a project we've had going on for quite a while now is building the retaining wall around the shed. We had to dig quite deep down, and it's just become one of those jobs that kind of got put back and put back. We had the summer after it was built. We then went through the winter. It was a really bad winter as well, so there was a lot of water, and yeah, we suddenly thought, we've got some nice weather due, we need to just crack on with getting this retaining wall built, because the last thing we want to do is have the wall collapse and give us even more work. So, with Jim's elbow being out of sorts, we have just started. I've trimmed all around the grass. My dad started to insert the poles in the corner. I'll turn the camera around. generally we've just cleared everything, got it really tidy. We're now getting the poles in, and we're going to put some nice, all around the edges here, some nice big planks of wood. Hopefully make it look a little bit pretty. We're going to try and step the planks down just to make it look quite nice as well. But once we've done that, this area can kind of become, well, it can start looking a bit nicer, because it's really been a bit of a building site for, gosh, I don't know if it's a year or 2 years. It might even be 2 years now, but yeah, it's just been a bit of a building site. And me being me, I'd like to get some flowers around here. So yeah, this will be the next project, and we'll keep you updated on how it's going.
And then one other thing we've been doing is we are trying to make a project, and it involves pressing some flowers, and we will diverge more into this in the coming months, and we'll hopefully have a whole video on it, what we've been doing. But we thought we'd give you a little sneak peek as to what we've been getting up to in that, because again, it's just took up a lot of time.
It has, and it's something another thing I've always been interested in, but we're kind of just doing a bit of a trial, aren't we? See how it goes, see how they come out. And as you know, with the meadow, we've got so many beautiful plants around the garden and in the meadow that we can use, that it seems it would be lovely to be able to have a bit of a keepsake in some way of things, wouldn't it? So we're going to do a trial, see how it goes.
And we obviously do want to start selling more produce, and we thought that we could potentially turn some nice pressed flowers into some art. Lou's very loves all that sort of thing, so that when we're at market stalls, we've got something a bit else to sell other than just, you know, our garlic or our potatoes.
Perishable.
Yeah, you know, so it's more thinking about what products we can sell when we end up doing.
It's something that once they're dried, ultimately you can make things up in the winter when you've not got so much produce, can't you?
Yeah.
So it gives you something to do in the quieter times of year. Another thing Jim's been up to this week is having fun with your fishies, haven't you?
Yeah, it was fun. I do enjoy it. It's a nice hobby, but I got to really see them up close this week. And then after that, we just give you an all-round update of how the animals are doing. So I'm in the fish room, and I thought it might be interesting. You cheeky little bastard! Yes! In the fish room, and I thought it might be interesting. I am, as you see me in previous episodes, cleaning out the fish tank to get some more fish. I'm going to split up my fish now. I'm going to try to take out about 20 if I can, and put them into the new tank for now, see how they get on, and then add the other 30 odd the week after. So I should have about 100 in there, maybe about 90, and my aim is to get 20 or so out of it. Let's see how I do and what ones I collect. Yes, I'm excited. Woo! Okay, so here we have the first batch. Now I definitely want to keep this one here. That's my only orange and black one completely, which I think is called a high shower, if anyone's interested in that. Right. I mean, I just want to see how much this one, lengthwise, it's nearly 17 centimetres, this one. I'm definitely keeping this one. And I'm keeping this one. I think I'd like to keep this big yellow one as well. Okay, so all of these ones are going to go into my pond now. There are some nice fish here, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, there are some nice fish here, but I can't keep them all. So that's 14. I've already got one in there. That's 15. Again, look at, I would keep loads of these fish, but I've got a nicer one that looks like this. I've got nicer ones that look like all of them. So, I mean, this one is kind of cool. Oh, they're all so cool. This is the problem. These are all the ones that I'm keeping. Oh. So that was it, guys. I'm not sure how good the footage was. I have moved 20 over to the one pond, and that's enough for now, and I'll see how they get on. Boom! In with Sir Sausage and Baron Bacon, and to be honest with you, I've gone through a complete range of emotions looking after these pigs, because I wasn't fussed on them when they first arrived, I'll be honest, but as I've got to know them all and we've had them longer, I must admit I'm taking to them a bit more than I was at the start. Hey, look, you can get some sketches too. So they are quite nice animals to have around, but as you can see, we had some rain the last few days and the pen is absolutely sodden with mud, so they wouldn't do well here in the winter. Yes, yes, buddy. But, hey, that's my show. You cheeky little bastard. Hey. So I don't think they'd do well here in the winter, so it's good that we're only getting them in the summer, but yeah, no, they've been a good addition.
The meat birds are getting on really, really well. We've had a really healthy batch this year. They're just coming to about the size of a small roast chicken, so a few more weeks and we will start organising a date to process these, but we're really happy. They've been really happy. They've loved roaming through the grass, and yeah, we feel like they've had a really good life.
And so the flock's doing really well. Not much to report on the chickens. We are, oh, although actually, that's a lie. We did, you fluffy we did have a surprise chick. So that was really cool. I'll put some footage of her now. But yeah, I just basically found one of the chickens lying down in the pen, and she might be coming over now. And yeah, she had a chick with her. Yeah, here she is. And I think the chick will probably be tagging along. I hope so, anyway. But she was lying down on the ground and I saw her and I thought, why are you here like that? And I moved her and underneath her was a little baby chick. She's only got the one. Roosterfarian here has took over as head cockerel. He is loving his new harem and everybody's settled down really well and there's been no more squabbles. So it's a difficult one. Last week you saw us take down the beautiful Montana that we had above the trellis because it had died. As you can see, this beautiful one behind us isn't dead, but we are having to take it down because the wall is actually coming apart.
It's leaning outwards. So again, the storm didn't help.
No, and when we're talking about wall repairing, the gentleman that helped us with the wall that we mentioned earlier, he's going to be doing this, but he needs the Montana to come down. So after we've filmed this, and you'll probably see it in this episode, we are actually going to take down the Montana, but it's with a heavy heart, isn't it?
It is, because it looks so pretty, and it's kind of, as you drive past it, you see it, but there's also the Montana flowers, and then once that kind of, the flowers die back, this yellow one, we're going to take some pictures of it. It's another type of vine, I don't know if it is clematis, just a different type, but it's a yellow one.
It's got little bells,
yeah,
really pretty.
But it's kind of, the Montana comes and goes, and then the yellow bells come, so we're going to take some pictures, so hopefully you know, we see it around a lot, don't we, when we're driving? But hopefully we'll be able to have that somewhere else in the garden, won't we?
Yeah, no, and I think we'd like to re-get both the plants and replant them once the wall's fixed so they can grow back up. But
because that one was actually rotten at the bottom.
That one is dead. It was the bottom. The roots were rotten. It must have. But this one, it's just still doing so well. It's so old. Like the size of the trunk is absolutely huge. So it's probably, and it might have even outdated the people who lived here before us. So it could be 20 years old. And so it's a real shame. And it's again like it's hard because I feel the loss of the life of the tree way more than I perhaps would have. To me, it's no different to losing a chicken. You know, it's a big part of this part of the garden. I suppose because I'm outside with my medicine as well, I'm often looking over it, especially in the spring, and I absolutely love it. And it reminds me of my mum because she's got a Montana in her garden, so that's nice.
Well, I always think with stuff like that though, it's nice to know because it probably is at least older than the people who were here before. If you then go back to the previous people, we know they were here for like 30 years. So it's kind of nice to know you're part of the group that's looked after. Part of the group that's looked after this property and this land is still here in a way, aren't they? I mean, we know like one of the previous people who lived here, I think those same people, they were market gardeners, weren't they?
Yeah.
So it's nice to know that their interests were probably similar to us. And there's quite a lot of trees like the camellias, I'm sure. They're so old or big, and with them being slow growing, I'm sure that it was probably them who put them in, because if you've got an interest in flowers, you're going to have nice plants. So I always walk around the old ones thinking, oh, if it was them that planted it, you'd like to think they'd appreciate what we're now doing, wouldn't you? And how we're keeping it all going and stuff. So yeah, it's kind of nice to keep the old stuff, but at the same time get the balance of adding your touch to things, but not just decimating all the old stuff, isn't it? It's nice to keep it going.
And as you can imagine, this time of year, there's loads of there's just loads of odd jobs to do. We've just been busy, haven't we? Cutting it all down. Yeah. Let's see what else we got up to in the garden.
So I've just opened up the polytunnel, realised the windows weren't open. It's 11:30 in the morning. I'm not kidding you, it's so frigging hot in here. It's suffocating, like absolutely suffocating. My poor peppers are not liking it. I think what we might need to do, we are due hot weather this week. I think by the end of the week it's meant to hit like 23, 24. I think we're going to have to leave the windows open in the hope it can keep a bit of the heat down, because it's too much. I can't stay in here any longer.
If you're liking the video, please leave a like, a comment, and maybe subscribe. Lou, what are you doing? We thought we'd give the willow a fighting chance, so we have cut it back once this year, but you wouldn't even know. It's going as fast as the rest of the meadow, so we're cutting it down and we're giving it a nice mulch. Absolutely a glorious day here, and you wouldn't believe it because it probably looks like we're dark, but it's just because
the sun's not over yet, is it?
No, the sun, we're in the shade of the trees, and we're here finishing off the willow. So you see us do those little bits, and it's a new day. We got it finished, mowed. Lou's dad's helped.
He's just taken all the grass round really short. And
we're just finishing the mulching today.
We're going to mulch as well. You'll see where they're in kind of lines of 3. We're going to mulch in between just to kind of, because the grass grows so quickly and it's so dense, we thought if we mulch but with grass in between, because we haven't got enough wood chip, it would just help keep enough light around them to help them really get going in the growing season.
After we've finished mulching, we'll just show you how some of them are doing, because some are already getting quite a decent size. So
it was a bugger to find them, wasn't it? Because a lot of them are a bit smaller than the grass.
Some have not made it and died. We are going to have to buy some more, aren't we?
Yeah, I think we hoped that potentially these would, I mean, it's hard to know because obviously we've got a lot of the year left, yeah. But we hoped we'd be able to maybe take some cuttings from this year's for next year. But I'm not sure they're going to be big enough.
No, they won't be.
So I think maybe we need to buy in the second year. And even if they
are, I think it might then harm them a bit.
You don't want to sort of be at their detriment. So I think we might need to buy the second year, and then certainly the third year we'll be able to use these to plant. So it's just buying 2 years worth, which I mean it's not They're good value, aren't they?
The ultimate aim, as we've said before, but for those of you that are new to catch up, we've planted this as kind of a way to produce our own mulch. We're hoping we might get some firewood, but we don't use a lot of firewood here, so we might get enough, but it's mainly for mulch. Really, we want it for mulch because we use so much mulch for the chickens, for the plants. We want to be able to create our own because it's costing us a bit buying it in at the moment.
Yeah.
So
and then just the big logs we'll use for firewood because we don't use a lot, maybe two bags worth.
What we planted here was year one. So you've got your year ones in. We're going to have year twos and year threes, and then they're going to be on hopefully a rotating every 3 years. So we will be adding more in come this winter, but we'll have to buy some replacements as well, won't we?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure how many there are. What do you reckon, like 8, 10?
Yeah. Maybe.
No more than 10, I don't think, is there? But no, they're doing well, and hopefully we've had heavy rain. We've had a real heavy rain. We've now got a bit of sunshine for the week. It's forecast, so hopefully they'll start really putting on some growth over the coming weeks.
The thought is, if we can mulch it here, the grass will stop getting back so thick, and we might be able to encourage some. And with some help, we might get some seeds, some wildflowers, some more plants, create almost a different habitat than we've got over there. Because we've got the meadow, but this is going to become more forested, I suppose, isn't it? It's going to be.
It will in time, and when they've all grown and we've got the other ones in, it will probably feel quite foresty. Especially when you're walking down the path here and they're all tall.
Yeah.
It probably will feel, which would be nice, yeah.
We're all finished up, and it's looking lovely, if I do say so myself. And I really like the fact that you can see the willow now, because it was just getting lost to the meadow, to be honest with you. Look at this one, it's grown. That is a crazy growth, and it's actually getting quite thick down the bottom here. We did lose 9 in total, either through the strimmer. I was not seeing them in the ground. We took out a couple that way, and there's some that just haven't grown. But then there's a couple more that have got some roots, so we're basically leaving them all in. Yes, you cheeky little bastards, fuck off, hey. We're basically leaving them all in to see if any do develop, and we're going to contact Matey Boy who we bought them off. He's not too far down the road, and order some more for this year, and we'll be getting them in, and I'm really looking forward to this kind of creating a woody area. And I said to Lou, once we've got some, I'd like to put some willow over here in a bit of an archway, not the whole way across, but a little point, so you've got like little archways to walk through in there. So I think that'll be really nice. But yeah, pleased with it. Lou, you pleased? You probably can't hear her, but she's saying yep and nodding her face and smiling and laughing. Hey! We've more or less finished. We just got to finish tidying up, really. But it looks really cool. It's a really old wall. It was going to fall down, so there's not a lot you could do about it. But
it'll look lovely when it's done, won't it? It'll look lovely when it's done.
But yeah, bit of a shame. It's one of those things, isn't it, where it's like a
bittersweet.
Yeah, bittersweet. We needed to do it. Kind of a hand was forced, and we are going to do something lovely with this patch of the garden over the next couple of years. We've got big plans for it, haven't we? And yeah, so while that is beautiful, hopefully we will have a non-tanner and what was the yellow bell?
It's a clematis lemon
Bell.
Lemon bells?
Yeah.
Lemon something. Little lemons.
Little lemons.
Clematis little
so
lemons.
Hopefully to keep it alive, I suppose, we'll incorporate it into the new design once we've finally worked out what we're going to do.
watching.
Orchids have had an amazing year this year, and so have the apple trees. And we thought we were going to lose the apple trees because they've got canker, but Lou gave them a real good trim back. And you can only take off so much of the tree. I can't remember what the overall percentage is, but say 30% of the tree. This year they're just having an absolutely great year. But it's been a particularly nice year. It's been hot and lots of sunshine. And the year we moved in, it was like that. And the owners or the previous owners of the house had said to us, oh yeah, we don't really get many apples. But that year that we moved in, there was loads of apples, and we thought, result. But the last 2 years, there's not been hardly any. But this year, it's shaping up to be a good year. And I'm just thinking it got me thinking onto how similar we really are, or animal life is with plant life. Like, you often hear the argument, whether you're pro or anti eating meat, you often hear the argument of plants don't have a central nervous system. So, like, killing a plant is more ethical than killing an animal. And I think I've always believed that. Until now, until I've become more at one with plants and more at one with nature, I feel like we can all relate to it. You have your good years, your bad years, your good days, your bad days. And while plants are on a slower level, the environment shapes us. The environment shapes plants. Yeah, and it just got me thinking, are plants less of life because they don't feel pain in the same way that we do? They don't have the ability to run away. A plant can't run away, a plant can't scream. So in that sense, I feel like they're treated as lesser life forms, when really they're, if not more complex than us. And there is evidence that I was reading this interesting study about the smell of grass is actually like a distress hormone, where the grass is communicating, look, somebody's trying to cut us. And it's all that sort of stuff that fascinates me. And yes, I don't know, it's just what a beautiful world we live in. And horrible at the same time, but there is beauty to be found. And this meadow is a prime example. Plants, are they less of a life form? Or are we more similar than we might think? Little musings of Jim for you. And a bonus up next, me and Lou take a trip. Something we find ourselves doing fairly often since moving in is a tip run. Way! Now, I wouldn't say it's even because we've necessarily got more rubbish than we had in Essex, but they're just more strict on what bins you can use, isn't they?
Yeah, well, you're only allowed one black bag a week.
Yeah, one black bag of rubbish a week, and naturally there's
including your dog poo and your nappy.
Yeah, so it's really it's supposedly to encourage recycling, but I don't think it does that. It just like quite a lot of these environmental policies, while the intention behind them is good, and I support making the planet a nicer, greener place, often the implementation is absolutely ridiculous, in my opinion. Like having to drive 15-20 minutes every single week to take the rubbish that the rubbish man could take. It's just balmy.
There's no changes for larger families either. It's one black bag for 1, 2, 3, 5, 10 people. So we're obviously a household of 5 people. Well, yeah, 3 kids. So it's kind of, we have a hell of a lot more stuff.
Yeah.
Than a 1 or 2 household people would have.
But it is something we are finding ourselves doing all the time, and it is very frustrating. It's annoying. It just seems like you pay your council tax. For rubbish collection should be their number one thing you're paying for. It's the biggest inconvenience. But yeah, luckily they're all nice down there, and it's not too bad a job. It's just you can do without it, couldn't you? These 20 minutes, 40 minutes each week.
And then you end up with mounds of rubbish in the meantime in the garage waiting to be taken to the tip.
Yeah, it's just it's frustrating. So I'm not trying to moan too much in that episode, guys. I watched it back and I thought, you're having a bit of a moan, but it's probably my least favourite part about living here. And you have to have a least favourite part, don't you? Because nowhere's going to be perfect. But I just think, like, it's just a waste of time. It's 20 minutes there and 20 minutes back, and it does take so much
Well, I don't think
time.
it helps because our old house, you had like the what do they call it, the general waste that's not recyclable. But you could, as long as they were in the right bags, you could put as many bags out as you wanted. So as long as you had the bags, you could just, everyone used to pile it up on a corner, didn't they? You'd have this mountain of stuff. They'd take it all, and then here 3 bags. It's just with the dog poo. It's just not enough, is it? It's nowhere near enough. So you then have this mountains in the garage instead. But it's one of those things.
It is one of those things, and I just can't believe how much we find ourselves going down there. All the animals don't have all the feed and
well, no, it's at the bags, isn't it? Because the bags aren't recyclable. So the volume of But
it's not environmentally friendly to be driving 20 minutes down the road and 20 minutes back a few times a month. Like, it ends up defeating the point of it.
Well, it does, it does. And it's just one of those little jobs you could do without, isn't it? Because you think, they just need to collect a few extra bags each time. And
I think, genuinely speaking, if they give us, if we had 1 extra bag, we'd be able to manage. But that 1 extra bag, the rubbish builds up, and so, touchy subject, isn't it?
When I've been editing back, I spotted, we did keep noticing the birds and the baby birds, and I've got some cool footage that I'll put in after. But I'm going to slow this back. I don't know if any of you caught that. But during that, the mummy bird was actually feeding the baby birds in the nest in the wall, which was really cool. So I'm going to play that in slow motion now.
It's Lou in the kitchen. We are doing a voiceover on this one. So, we've just got 2 onions from the garden. Lou's chopping them up. We've got a white one and a red one. Lou's chopping them up and then simply just putting them in a glass jar. We're then going to make a pickle liquid. So we're going to do 2 different ones here. We're doing a bit of an experiment to see which one's better. And I'm going to put the pickling solution on the screen here, so if you're interested, give it a pause, have a look, and I'll also leave the recipes in the description. After you've done them, don't forget to put them in the fridge.
It's the next day. I'm really excited to try them. We're going to judge it out of 10. We're going to give it on crunch, flavour, visual, and overall, just so you guys can really get our opinions on what these are like. So, red onion one first. Oh. And I will leave all the recipes Lou's written out for us, so I will put them in the pinned comment. So if you want to go and see how we made them, I'll put them completely there in the pinned comment. If it's too big for one, I will put both of them in. I'll give it a stir, yeah?
I reckon so.
Okay.
Get the weight out. Have you got your weight out?
Yep.
It smells nice.
Smells really good, this one.
We're doing the same one at
Yeah, go that one. That's really
that's
good.
nice.
Okay, for a crunch, I'm going to go a nice solid 7.
What is a good crunch?
Crunchy. You know what crunches.
Yeah, I got an 8.
Flavour 10. 10 out of 10. What do you reckon?
I'll go for a
9. I'm too generous. 10 out of 10. Visual.
Are you writing this down? No, don't need to remember it.
No. I'll do editing. And visual 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it looks nice, doesn't
Looks
it?
nice, that's cool. And overall, what are you going for?
I'll go for an 8, I think, overall.
Overall, I'm going to go for a 9. Weren't quite a 10, the crunch weren't quite there, but I really enjoyed that. I'm going to eat this
nice,
and
that one.
make this a lot.
All right.
Boom!
Hold up. Hold up. Easy things to eat, these, aren't they? That's interesting, because initially I thought, oh, it's not as nice, but then it kind of gets nicer as you eat it.
I thought the same thing. It's got a nice kick.
It's got a nice
Chili
kick.
flakes.
It's not too much, is it?
Oh, it's going to be hard. I'm going to go for crunch a 9. It's got a nice crunch, isn't it?
What did I give that one? 8. I'll give this one a 9 too, I think.
Flavour, I'm giving this one a 9 as well.
I'll give this an 8 for flavour because I feel like it's nice, but I feel like that, the thyme, you can taste it's got a bit of something different with like the thyme and the mustard seeds in that one. This one is just like pickled onions with a bit of heat.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment. It's a nice pickled onion, but it's nothing special. I'm going to go for an 8 on flavour. I'll go for an 8 on visual as well, with an overall total for me 8.
Yeah, well, I think I'll go for a 7 on visual, but overall 8.
Yeah, both very nice. I would
Both nice.
recommend both. I hope you've liked this slightly different Lou in the Kitchen segment. This was way easier to film, so if you do like it, let us know and we can carry on doing this. And I think it gets you a better flavour of what we're doing with the garden. So our plan, let me tell you that, it's get stuff from the garden, do a couple of things with it, and then tell you guys our honest thoughts. So that's what we're kind of thinking, Lou in the Kitchen.
This is super easy, isn't it?
I recommend it both. I'll leave the comments below. You don't even need to boil the brine. You just heat it up to dissolve the salts and the sugars. So, yeah, great.
The timing, like, you can really taste.
Go on, I'll have one more go. I'll have one more go.
It's really nice, that one. We have recently bought a nature cam, which we've both wanted for a while, haven't we? We've always thought it'd be really interesting.
I got some money
to get
from TikTok, basically, and so I thought I need to invest it back into camera equipment or something. So I got a nature cam, and it's been really cool, hasn't it?
Yeah, it is fun. It's fun.
And so we've put together a compilation. It gets more wild as it goes through, so grab a cup of tea, hit the like button, you know the drill. We're going to bring back the segment in the meadow from a few weeks ago. The meadow is absolutely peaking. It's fantastic at the moment, and yeah, we want to show you just how good it is. We're not going to do a walk because the better camera actually just doesn't move very well. So we're going to show you some beautiful spots, some footage now of just like a whole meadow montage, I suppose. You know how we love a montage.
The meadow, it's really beautiful this time of year, especially it's just starting to change with all the pink thistly things coming in, isn't it? So it's, yeah, this time of year is beautiful.
All these little birds are distracting me because they're sticking their heads out, look. Yeah, now a little baby bird there, guys, which is cool. Yeah, the meadow's absolutely beautiful. I feel so blessed and lucky to be the caretaker of it. I know I say that all the time, and Lou tells me off for repeating myself, but it's just true. I love it so much. And yeah, a bit of an update as well, guys. We will leave the video with this. The garlic competition from last week, we are going to announce the winner in next week's vlog. So if you haven't yet entered, go make sure to check it out. I'll link it at the end of the video. Go back, watch that vlog, or just go and put down your guess, and
we'll see who's closest.
Yeah. See you in the next one.